game. I put the opposition out the game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game. Animosity reside inside of me, so I'm not the product.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Chiefs and the Steamers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Memphis Steamers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long. Better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
He's taken down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is 4th. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Ford. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. They'll set up to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steamers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, and he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and it just locked people down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs.
On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
On second down now. It's Ford. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
This is taken at about the 14. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man. That's Quinn. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Ford. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there on third down.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on third and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Blankenship's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garner. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Anderson right side. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 2nd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 6. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep their feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 25
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Mahomes again. He finds his man. Complete. It's Webster. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Mahomes now on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds here. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run with Ford. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's in trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Webster. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Garner.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Webster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping...
Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll let this fly deep for Quinn.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there, taking it in.
And the Steamers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Garner. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll let this fly deep for Quinn.
And it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, that was intercepted.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Webster. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Now, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Blankenship's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. From the 27, Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes flushed out right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Webster. A gain of 6 there on first. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Back to throw. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here and gave up because that score? They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Blankenship out for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.